My kiss or death.
Hello and welcome everyone to the Summer Invitation Swiss Stage Season 2. Today we're gonna kick it off with the group stages, day 2, and we're gonna have a set of 3 matches, which include um, which match 1 is RHO Esports versus Oasiss Esports. Match 2 will be Fluffy playing against Shadow League. Oh, yeah. And then match 3 going to Athlegame Esports versus Dominator in Intl International. I don't know. Alright, so kicking it off with the first match, RHO Esports versus Oasiss. We do see the bands of Alice Wan Wan from the side of RHO Esports and Beatrix as well as Lancelot from the side of Oasiss. Azushin being picked up by Suslord as their first pick. So it's looking like they want to go some sort of tanky composition, so perhaps a tank jungler. But kicking it to Oasis, they picking up Yisan Shin. You know, the one of the strongest, if not the strongest, junglers in the current meta, as well as the Eve, which is a common pick to counter the Zushin in lane. So it's already starting off a little bit difficult for RHO Esports to start this draft. Looking at an Erythal for syntax. Okay, that's locked in. Gatot Gacha. I mean, Erythal is really good. Maybe not in this part of the draft phase because I mean she's good into the Eve because she can just she has too much mobility for the Eve to kind of deal with her. But right now, I mean, Oasis, they can pick up like a Granger. I mean, they're not gonna rush pick it, but RHO Esports might be looking at banning out the Granger just so that Irithal has a easy time in the lane, but Smile picking up the Arlot. The Petrify making me think like it's gonna go the damage build, but I mean, we'll see. We'll see soon enough. I don't really like the Arlot damage build. I mean, in 5 mans, it's so situational. Like you either win really hard or you just get absolutely demolished in team fights. So let's just see how Smile plays it. Brody getting taken out by RHO Esports for the third ban, and CC on the side of Oasis. The CC makes sense because they don't want CC going over to RHO Esports to combo with that Gatot Kacha, especially when there's an Irithel there to just run it down the back line. Now, for Oasis, a Basha coming in. I mean, this Basha is quite a good pick here because they have the ability to deal with that Gatot Kacha and the revitalize, and as well as I mean lifesteal on Earthel. That's a thing as well. The Zushin can be quite tanky. Oh, and then Yuzong getting picked up here. I'm not sure against the Basha. Yuzong is so difficult to play, if I may say so, because already with no items, Basha is cutting your uh, lifesteal to about half, or 45% is removing from your total lifesteal. So it makes it a much harder game to play Yuzong here, but at least he has direct access to the Bruno. which is picked up by Vance, and then the Eve as well, and then Roger getting picked up by RHO Esports for that last pick. So looking at it here, I will say that I do prefer the draft from Oasiss Esports at this current moment. But again, we'll just have to see how these teams play this composition, because if this Roger can get ahead early, then that will be really good for the side of RHO Esports. If they can just focus on their jungler, get the snowball going, I'm sure it'll prove quite difficult for Oasiss Esports to kind of counter that. Just see if this is right. Okay. What do you guys think about this Roger skin? I think it's quite cool. Apologies if there's any lags on the stream. Please let me know so that I can make adjustments in the future. Alright, so it does look like this Alot is gonna go tank build. I mean, he switched off that Petrify and changed it out to Flicker. So that's as well as that Brave Smite, so that's a good indicator that he's going tank build, which is better in 5-man, as I said before. Now this Eve is doing quite a bit of damage onto Sus Lord, and Yisanshin getting that lethal Wanderer. Other than that, just a little bit of poke going through in that mid lane. There's a standoff in gold lane, not too much happening there. Yisanshin finishing up that blue buff. Yuzong given vision, but might get caught out here. Okay, he escaped safely. Yisanshin just getting his level 4. Let's have a look at Roger. Nice. Roger does have a little bit of an advantage over this Yisanshin. Okay. Oh. Okay, Yuzong in a very dangerous situation here. Oh, gets taken out by the Yisanshin by Smile, but Smile will have to recall here. So RHO Esports do have free access to this turtle. Maybe. I don't think they'll go for it though. Okay. EXP Crab are gonna get stolen away by Fade Wife. A little bit of a cheeky steal right there. But as both teams are setting up for this turtle, a taunt onto Smile. Good zoning. Okay. Oh, Syntax. He's taking quite a lot of damage from this Bruno. Man, this hero is so strong. Okay, Avatar of Guardian gonna come through. Doesn't reach its mark, but Smile gonna roll in, catches the Kacha, gets picked up, thrown away. He's not gonna be able to survive this, is he? Oh, he is. Revitalized gonna come in clutch. Vance gets a kill onto the Eridal. Now Fade Wife forced to use the Flicker. Yisanshin gonna come through. Sky Piercer helps him take the life of Kacha. And now RHO Esports, they down 3 kills. So already looking at a really good start for Oasiss. Okay. RHO Esports, they're looking for this Bruno, but they need to get vision so this Kacha can use that Avatar of Guardian and just seal him off. But Oasiss, Smile just catching all of those enemies. Avatar of Guardian gonna come through Vans. He's caught right there. Gonna get taken out as well as Smile. A double kill for Gadat Kacha. Now it's a little bit unfortunate that it wasn't Roger getting those kills. Is it Yuzong that got taken down there in the bottom lane? Okay, Sus Lord in a good position, given a lot of vision here for this turtle. The Black Dragon form gonna come through straight onto Smile. Who gets the retry? It'll be Smile. Okay, now RHO Esports scrambling for a trade, but they gotta be careful of Smile. He's ready for a good engage here. We'll just opt to back off, maybe. Oh no. Okay, Avatar of Guardian gonna come through. Doesn't, unfortunately, won't be able to save himself nor the Zushin. And suddenly there's like 4 in mid lane. But there is a trade. Erythal taking away that top lane tier 1 turret. But mid lane is gonna go here. And Dazai trying to go for 1v1, gets taken out. Oh, but Shin, he's not in a good position here. Smile. It's so close. It's so close. Okay. Smile. Forced to back off here. But Shin, is he gonna be able to make it out? Vans is on the hunt. Okay. 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 Just gonna stop him from recalling a little bit. Oh, in the bottom lane, they're gonna try and go for. Okay, they're not going for anything. Not yet. Okay, Gatot Kacha. Just giving a little bit of vision here in the bottom lane. So far, it doesn't look like this Roger has been putting too much pressure onto the side of Oasis, which is a little bit of a waste. Let's have a look at the builds. Okay, so he does have that Skype here, so hopefully he does start stacking up some kills from now on, so that he can be a little bit of a menace. In bottom lane, Vans, he's gonna be caught out, gets taken out by a gank from the side of RHO Esports. Oh, final slash plus the flicker, syntax. A little bit of danger. Avatar Guardian gonna go in the back of Black Dragon form, gonna come through Smile. He's gonna have to back off here. As now Alot. Does I? Okay. He's in a little bit of a sticky situation. Won't be able to escape from this one, I think. And Shadow gets his first kill of the game, and that is, ladies and gentlemen, the start of his Sky Piercer stacks. So he's gonna be a little bit more dangerous now, especially after he takes down the turtle. Now Smile. Okay, they don't press the issue any further. They just take their wins and back off. Of course, Gatot Kacha being a little bit low, but I think in that situation, RHO Esports could afford to be a little bit more greedy. Just try and capitalize as much as you can from a winning team fight, or at least a team fight in which you are quite sure you can win. Because remember, any team fight is a risk. The higher the risk, the higher the reward, usually. Alright, now RHO Esports, they're looking for something here. Bottom lane, Shadow, he doesn't want to get taken down by any unnecessary mistakes at this point of the game. Oh, in the mid lane here, Gatot Kacha goes on to Smile. Avatar of Guardian gonna come through, doesn't land its mark. Revitalize, not gonna be able to save him. In the back here, does I? Okay, Vance has to use a flicker. Will Syntax be able to catch him? Yes, he does, but I think it was Yuzong, he flew in with the Black Dragon form, but unfortunately he got taken down. I mean, this Yuzong is really doing a lot to stop the Yuzong from being dominant or being that strong in the backline. And now Oasis, they are setting up to take this top tier one turret, RHO Esports. They not gonna be able to do anything here most likely, but they will take a trade for this bottom lane tier one turret, and so the game seems to balance itself once again. Okay. Let's have a quick look at the builds here. Skype user for the Yusan Shin. I can't see how many stacks these guys have, uh, which I don't like, but anyways. Okay, so Bruno, he's almost at the point where he is gonna start doing real damage. Irithel as well. I mean the malefic malefic gun getting prioritized here in the bottom lane. Black Dragon form gonna be committed, but a little bit too early, I think. I mean this Lord is okay. Shin. Oh, Avatar of Garden gonna go onto Smile. He gets taunted up. Yuzong gets taken down by Eve, but he won't die without Smile. And now it's just a full-on siege onto Oasis. Shadow looking for kills, but they're gonna have to take the 2-for-2 trade. I mean, yeah, RHO Esports still can go for this Lord, but will Oasis? Okay, Oasis coming to try and just get this Lord, but Roger uses the retreat. Nice. Oh, Vance. Okay. He gets taken down. Dazai as well. Syntax just on a roll here. Uses a sprint. Will Fade Wife be able to escape? No. Triple kill. Going over to Irithel. Very nice. Well played by Syntax. So that's 3 of his. Oh, yeah. Okay. I mean, a nice trade. Nice shutdown. Going over to Smile. Very good. But RHO Esports still have the Lord mid lane turret. They're gonna try and get it. Oh, Shin. Okay. Alright, very nice. Shadow. Getting the kill onto Smile with some help from the Sus Lord. And now in the bottom lane, this Lord is just marching down. RHO Esports, they're gonna try and just get as much as they can, just while the Lord is distracting the members of Oasis. But this Lord is not going to waste, unfortunately. But in the top lane, Avatar of Guardian gonna come through. Flicker commented by Dazai to just get out of that sickish situation. Okay. Right, but for the moment, nothing much happening here. It looks like RHO Esports, they want to give Oasis some space to move so that RHO Esports can just kind of box them in, try and flank from the sides of that team fight, and hopefully wipe them out or just create a better position for this Lord. Now, essentially what you want to do here is that Yuzong goes to the bottom lane to just keep it cleared. That way, like, he can just come to this mid lane turret for this when the Lord comes up, and then he can just fly to the Lord. Now Roger is gonna go just to try and get as many items as he possibly. Okay, he's fully builded. So he's just gonna leave those minions there, and Gatot Kacha just taking some poke damage from this Bruno. There's a lot of damage actually. I think this Gatot Kacha will have to just get some Twilight armor. Okay, so there's 10 seconds left to the Lord, both junglers in the bottom side of the map. So I'm not sure, is this gonna turn into a 1v1 here? Shadow does have an advantage with level. Okay, Mountain Shocker gonna come through. That's a pretty good skill to have wasted, but now Oasis they thinking, hey, this Roger is right here. So Mountain Shocker doesn't land its mark. Right now, RHO Esports have total prio over this Lord. Unfortunately, they decide nah. Okay, Black Dragon Farm gonna come through straight onto Vans. Final slash, as well as the flicker commented that. Okay, this was a weird one of its Guardian gonna catch a smile. Vans gets taken down by Roger. Now Isan Shin, he's yet gets exploded by this Irithal. And the real world manipulation, that was a weird angle for that, but yeah, a 3-for-0 trade going over to the side of RHO Esports. Oh, I don't know if you guys can see, but this thing is lagging a little bit for me. So that team fight, that that team fight was a little bit slow. But yeah, RHO Esports, they cooking with this draft. Now, as you can see, Roger, he's chilling. He got 4 kills. He's probably sitting somewhere around 66 stacks, so 72 somewhere around there for Sky Piercer. He's gonna do a bunch of damage. Oasis, they're gonna have to be real careful of this Roger. But now, let's look at it again. Dazai gonna get caught out here. Final slash gonna come through onto 3. Shin, Black Dragon form, but will get exploded by that Mountain Shock. Avatar of Guardian gonna go through into Smile, but the real world manipulation, oh my god, is doing so much damage. Syntax, he's gonna be able to survive that with a sliver of HP. And Shadow gonna come through, but unfortunately won't be able to get the kill on anybody. But luckily for them, mid lane inhibitor does go down, bottom lane also taking quite a lot of damage. Will Oasis be able to save it? No, unfortunately not. But that was a really good defense, to be fair, from the side of Oasis. It's just quite unfortunate that those 2 turrets go. But you know what? It's not that bad. It's not like the worst case scenario, because there is this turret still available. So with this turret, these minions are not enhanced, and that means there won't be an automatic push in the far lane, because Lord is going to be spawning up here. So I mean, if this turret was gone, this would be a really bad situation, but since it's not, it's still okay. They can deal with the mid and bottom lane turrets. Mountain Shocker, alright, doesn't come through just yet. Black Dragon Form gonna be committed to Yo. He's taking so much damage. Avatar of Guardian gonna come through. Gets 2 real world manipulation, locking in 3 Syntax. He's gonna just get exploded. Dazai with the final slash gonna go through in between all of them, and now Dazai, Vance and Smile, they just jumped on the back line and absolutely demolished RHO Esports just before the Lord too. So this, okay, yeah, this is GG's, guys. And yeah, they definitely gonna end, yeah. So one team fight can change the game. Don't you think how crazy that is? One good team fight changes the game. Alright, GG's to Oasis for that nice comeback. Yeah. Some really good real world manipulations by this Eve, as well as, I mean, yeah, it was so difficult for Yuzong to just be tanky. But the thing is, you gotta wait for this Lord. There's so many things you can do in terms of strategy. Alright, you never want to fight fair. Alright, you don't want to fly into 4 enemies in the same bush. They're just gonna burst you down. Okay, you have to make it a dirty fight. Force the minions on the far side of the map to just push into the enemy's towers, and then someone will have to go defend, and that's when you jump on those enemies that are left around the Lord. Trust me, guys, it works. It's just something that every team needs to do. That's why there are what you call it, Lord fights. I mean, Lord dances, as they call them. That is what that's for. But yeah, in the meantime, we're just gonna wait for the next set of matches to set of teams to come through to the lobby, and yeah, I'll see you guys in a few minutes. Alright, guys, welcome back to the Summer Invitation Swiss Group Stage Season 2. And now we are going to have match 2 coming through. Okay, I'm just reading the stream chat. Okay, yeah, sorry guys, not like I'm not energetic right now because I just did like a 7-hour road trip, so I am beat. I am beat, but I'll try and be a little bit more energetic for this game. This will be, is it Fluffy? Is it Fluffy versus Shadow League? Oh, my bad, my bad, my bad. All right, there we go. Yeah, that's Fluffy versus Shadow League. Fluffy gonna ban out the Zeshin as well as the Farce, as well as the Wan Wan, and then Shadow League with the Zushin and the Gatatkacha. So with the Zeshin being banned, it might be possible that these guys want to pick either some dive heroes or possibly the Farsa. But I mean, YSS or Lancelot. Okay, both options are still on the table. CC being picked up by Fluffy, and honestly, there's just so many options available right now. The Lancelot, the Yi Sun Shin, the Farsa. I mean, the Farsa will be really good here against the Xavier because I mean this guy stands tall. All right, easy pickings for the Farsa, and then we'll have the Owlot being picked up by Rin. So let's just have a look at what the Fluffy squad, let's call them, is planning to pick here. Farsa coming through by Big Phase, and now Hylos. Is Hylos good here? I don't know. Okay, I mean, Gatotkacha is banned, so there's not that combo to deal with the the ceasing, but Hylos could be. I mean, if I'm not mistaken, I think he does do well against the Owlers. Of course, he is gonna be able to slow down the enemy's movement speed with that, what's it called, golden pathway, horse pathway, something like that. And then Farsa will be able to hit them. I mean, even if they're running away from the CC, they're just trying to get away from when she uses the curtain call, they're gonna be slowed down. So I mean, hey, I'm excited to see the Silos in action. And for the side of Shadow League, is it Shadow League? Yeah, they pick up the Xborg, ban out the Irrital. Fluffy bans Brody. Well, what's going on here, guys? Is Brody a legitimate pick in Nigeria? Because Brody, I don't know. Okay, Olamide. I hope I'm saying that name right. Olamide is locking in that Clint, and I mean, yo, they still have options. They got. I wouldn't pick a Moskov here so much. I mean, I wouldn't. Moskov is so easy to lose against the Clinton lane. Not just that, but then you have the Arlot to deal with. He does massive amounts of damage onto a hero like Moskov, who's amongst marksmen pretty close damage dealer. Um, yeah. Oh, let me just deal with this. Okay. I hope that fixes the stream thing. Just see. Okay, there we go. That is fixed. All right. So and then yeah, let's talk about the Joy that's being picked up by Fluffy as well. And then yep, there we go. So I am reading the chat now, guys. So feel free to tell me what you guys think about the drafts that are here. And personally, for me, I'm really liking the draft Shadow League. I think I would have to go with Shadow League, and the reason for that. Okay, I'm just gonna increase this volume a little bit here. The reason why I like Shadow League is because they have that Belleric. I mean, they counted the Moskov so much. Alright, from the lane, they have this clinch here to deal with the Moskov in lane. Then you have the Arlot that's here, and I mean, this 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 guy he's got magic worship, I think it's called, and yeah, he's not playing around. This Moskov is gonna be in real danger. Plus they got, I mean, they got Belleric, they got Belleric, they got Belleric. Okay, all right. So Rin, he gets ganked. I mean, um, mm, they did make him use his flicker, so that was a really good gank from the side of Fluffy, the Fluffy squad. But now Olamide, he's making a plan in this top lane. I mean, look, he's even zoning the Moskov out from his own minions. Right, cancels out the regen as well. So Super Hatred, he's struggling a little bit here. Okay, okay. Let's see. Both junglers level 4. Yeah, alright. Turtle gonna spawn in about 15 seconds as we just gonna see these EXP lane. Oh, wait. Big phase. Okay. He doesn't use the flicker just yet. Alright, but this turtle gonna get... Oh, Last Insanity gonna come through as well as the electrifying beat. And Hylos gets taken out, but the Retri coming through from the Joy will get taken out. And the Feathered Airstrike so close to the enemies, he does get the kill onto Xbox, but now Rin gonna use the final slash onto CC Kane. Taking quite a bit of damage. Rin will just decide to back off, but... That's, okay. So I did see that Spear of Destruction, yes. But unfortunately, it was too risky for Super Hatred to just go through. But somehow, some way, this Belleric died literally right here. Not sure what happened. Kane, oh, with the final slash, Rin gonna flicker out, but unfortunately still dies. Oh, okay, I mean, that's not bad for Kane. Because he did get a kill. Feathered Airstrike gonna come through. Olamide with the flicker takes a lot of damage. Okay, he takes... Oh, Spear of Destruction not gonna connect. Okay, so he's just gonna back off. He loses on a couple of minions there, but why is brother still hanging around? Okay, he does regen a little bit, but will he be able to manage in this lane? Let's have a look. Let's wait and see what happens. Okay. Okay, the stun coming through. PTSD. Guess the Feathered Airstrike Electrifying Beast gonna go through onto Cartel. Last Insanity, not gonna do much damage as he gets taken out by the Joy. PTSD. He is gonna try and run away. He gets stunned up by the Falsa. And now Hero. Gonna have to commit the flicker, but oh, it's not gonna work. It's not gonna happen. Clint and Xavier get taken out, but Rin is here. Oof, okay. I genuinely thought he was gonna be able to get like a double or triple kill there, but unfortunately, that's the thing about the Arlo. Once you mess up his dash, it's like you're sitting there for like 6 seconds and you can't do anything. Like even if you use the final slash, like to what end? Yeah. Okay, PTSD. Oh, Last Insanity gonna come through a retreat by Captain. And yeah, they just come through. They take the turtle and then they just back off. So Well played. Well played to Suicide. No, Shadow League. Why was I gonna say Suicide Squad, bro? Alright, the bottom lane. Electrifying Beasts in the back, and Belric gonna stun him out. Final Slash gonna come through onto Hilo. So Feathered Airstrike, done a lot of damage. And Spear of Destruction gonna come through. Is Super Agent gonna take it? No, he isn't. As Rin, he gets the joy, but he gets taken out himself. Right, so it's a 2-for-1 trade. I mean, it's not bad for Fluffy, but still they are in dangerous situations. I mean, look at the absolute damage that Almighty is doing onto Super Hatred. And now Captain, is he just gonna pop the last Insanity? No, okay, he gets stunned away. It does delay the recall of this Moskov though, so I mean, the thing is, like, if you are able to delay even 1 second, like 1 second does so much in this game. You can't underestimate the power of 1 second. Alright, even 2 seconds, 3 seconds, it does so much. Right here, Super Hatred, he just lost all his minions. Okay, so that bridges the gap even wider between this Clint and the Moskov. And you're starting to see that difference show up right now. And looking at the builds, Moskov, he only has the corrosion side, but with the Clint, he's got the endless battle, so he's dealing with that mana issue. Plus, he's getting his damage in now by the Fury Hammer. And now in the bottom lane, Feather Airstrike is not going to be able to hit anybody. No counter engage here for the side of Fluffy, but the turtle is up. They're looking for a play. Nobody sees the Hylos in that bush, okay. Hylos gets spotted out. Hero taking a lot of damage here. Glorious Pathway gonna come through. Spear of Destruction connects. And now, oh, Final Slash gonna come through onto Super Hatred. Last Insanity gonna take him out. Electrifying Beast gets the R-Lot and Feathered Airstrike doing so much damage. Able to get Beleric. Beleric and someone else, I think. Olomide. He's in a little bit of danger here. Has to flicker out. Kane just providing that little bit of pressure. But is this Joy gonna be able to take this turtle? Yeah. Does have the help of his teammates and the electrifying beats. So all in all, not too bad. Alright, in the bottom lane here, Rin. Is he going to be able to defend this turret? Just a Final Slash flicker committed by Rin. Last Insanity as well as the slow Retro. Kane in a lot of danger. Will pop the Vengeance, but will not be able to save him. Okay, immobilized by a big phase. He gets taken out as well. Okay, so I mean, Shadow League, they are making these small steps, okay, towards just being able to do large amounts of poke damage. I mean, look at the combo between Xavier and the Clint. There's just so much poke damage that this Moskov just can't survive. I mean, even if he does go in, there's a Billeric there, there's a R-Lot there. It's just so difficult for this Moskov to just perform in this draft. I'm just trying to think what I would do in this situation if I was the team of Shadow League. Like, how do you increase this lead? Well, firstly, you want to prioritize this mid lane turret. Okay, Joy, okay, was in a dangerous situation, gets taken out. This Hylos uses the Glorious Pathway defensively, and now the Feathered Airstrike gonna come through, clears the minions, Spear of Destruction gonna land. He takes it, but he doesn't decide to engage right there. Okay. As now Shadow League, they're gonna start this Lord. I mean, Joy still dead. No retry for the side of Fluffy. Super Hatred gonna go to that top lane to try and just push as much as possible. It's quite possible here that Fluffy is just not going to be. Yeah, okay, they're not gonna contest this Lord at all. So Super Hatred just taking as many minions as he can. Okay. Oh, in the bottom lane here, Last Insanity as well as the final slash. Curtain Call gonna go into Rin Super Hatred, gonna come through with the Spear of Destruction. Rin gets taken out, but now Kane looking for the chase. Captain doesn't have the Frog armor. Feather the airstrike gonna come through. Captain, they're gonna pop his immortality, but will they be able to do? No. Last Insanity gonna come through. Super Hatred gonna get taken out. Big Phase gets the revenge, but okay. Hero doesn't claim the kill onto Farsa. Nice. What do they call it? Bird. Nice flight, nice disengage, nice retreat from this Farsa. But Fluffy, they're not out of the danger zone just yet. I mean, they do deal with this Lord in the top lane thanks to the Joy, but the truth is that Shadow League is scaling, right? So, I mean, the gold lead is not that much. It's like 2,000 gold difference. But, wait. Glorious Pathway as well as the Spear of Destruction. Olomide gets caught by the Curtain Call. He gets taken out. PTSD. Okay, he's going to be able to make it out. What happened to the Moscow? Feather's Airstrike going to come through. Is it just me or did it do no damage to the Xbox? I'm so confused here. But the Last Insanity gonna be able to kill off this Hylos, and now it just becomes a 2-for-1 trade. The advantage going over to Shadow League. Now 48 seconds for this Lord. Fluffy squad, they do still have a chance. I mean, they got a nice push going over here in this bottom lane, so that's just something for this Moskov to kind of take over before this Lord starts to happen. Will this tier 2 turret go? No, Hero is there to save the tower, so that will be delayed. Joy, Electrifying Beat's gonna come through. Last Insanity to just retreat out of their Feathered Airstrike for the support. I mean, he does get a couple of hits. Olamide, wow. Okay, something happened there. Wrath of Dryad gonna come through, but PTSD is just taking so much damage, and Hylos gets taken out. Does Clantes Skype here, sir? I didn't even know that. Okay, so I mean, already a man down for the side of Fluffy, as Shadow League gonna start this Lord up. Will they go to defend? Electrifying Beats, just to give some of that vision. Super Hatred gonna come through, but they're not gonna be able to take this Lord. No. Okay, yeah. Joy is getting zoned out heavily. Super Hatred takes a lot of damage. Flicker gonna come through by the Clint. Kane on the run. Final slash. Oh, onto the Hylos, but Curtain Call locks the Belleric and the Arlo together. So yeah, nice disengage from Fluffy. Feathers Airstrike just to come help clear. Oh! Yo! What's going on? Okay, so really nice Spear of Destruction coming through from this from Super Hatred. Yeah, gets the kill onto Moskov. There's the kill onto PTSD. So already it's a 3v5. Last Insanity. Yo. Okay, but still good for the side of Fluffy. They deal with the Lord. the side of Shallow League, they got distracted by this Joy, so no turrets taken. Fluffy, they seem to be dealing with the minion waves. They're not gonna lose any turrets. Yeah, they're not gonna lose any turrets. So Fluffy, they chilling. They defended this Lord successfully. Feather airstrike. Just to help clear the minions. But yeah, Glorious Pathway gonna come through. Shadow League safely disengages. Alright, so nothing happening at the moment, but there is that Lord in 30 seconds. So now, hey. Okay, our Lord gets caught out. Flicker. Oh, spear of destruction not gonna connect. Curtain call goes on to Rin. He did miss that the final slash. So I don't know why did he go back in there. I mean, I think he was safely in his teammates like embrace, but yeah, he gets taken out. So now Shadow League, they do have a good position on this Lord, but it's still above V5. So oi, yo, Wrath of Dryad on the Lord. Super Hatred is coming through. Electrifying Beast on the back line. Xavier gets taken out. PTSD, he's just going for the back, but he's gonna die. Last Insanity on the Lord. Who gets the Lord? It's gonna be Joy. Alright, so Fluffy squad, they just get absolutely everything they could from that Lord fight. They took down 2 enemies. They got the Lord. None of them died. It's looking good for them. But they're gonna have to be really careful for this base siege. Oh, Feather Dash are gonna come through. Electrifying Beats. Dodged by that flicker from the Clint. So, I mean, he doesn't have the flicker for the base siege. So, Farsight is just gonna probably just focus on him during the team fights. He's gonna have to be really careful on when he decides to use his dashes when this Lord comes through. Alright, Dawning Light just to try and clear the minions a little bit. Gets a hit onto this Farsa. Lord hitting up in the top lane. Feather airstrike. Gonna help clear the minions. Final slash. Pushes the Hylos into the turret, but the Curtain Call hits. Wrath of Dryad gonna get 3. Last Insanity. Last Insanity doing so much damage there. Oi. Okay. Alright. They're not gonna do anything too crazy right now. They're not gonna chase. They're just trying to deal with these minions as best as they can. And they only lose 1 inhibitor turret. So a successful defense coming through from Shadow League. Okay, let's have a quick look at the items. Everyone's basically fully builded here. Nothing too out of the ordinary here. No, I just see some damage items for this Arlot. And these teams want to start getting immortality. They want to start getting winter crowns at this stage of the game. So we should be seeing some of that coming in soon. I think Arlot wants to lock that in, but let's look at this interaction here. Like Shadow League, they kind of too scared to come out of their base. The thing is, I do agree with them because yo, check these guys. Hylos just sitting in a bush. I mean, Fasa always ready to just ult anybody she sees. Let's see here. Yo! Crazy damage from this Clint for the airstrike. Not gonna hit. Okay, it hits. It does hit. What the heck? Okay. Yeah. Okay, it does a little bit of poke damage in that little skirmish there. But now the Lord is gonna spawn in Moscow, a really good position. Once he gets vision of all 5 enemies, he's gonna start pushing, and there's it right there. Now in the Lord fight, oh, electrifying bee is gonna come through. Wrath of Dry not gonna be able to stop that joy. And now Olamide uses Sky Piercer, manages to kill off that joy, and now Shadow League PTSD gonna get chased down. He is not gonna be able to survive that last insanity. Wait, what? Last insanity? For the minions. Okay, big phase. A little bit too greedy there. But okay, yo. Fluffy. Okay, Fluffy takes the game. Is this just like the night for comebacks tonight? Like, what's going on? Okay. I mean, the game speaks for itself, boys. Ugh. Of course, there was damage from. I mean, look at this damage, guys. From the Xavier and Clint. It's just that the Fluffy squad, they played their team fight so much better. They used the character strengths so much better. I mean, with the Moskov, you saw his split pushing, right? The joy, just being able to jump onto that Xavier, take him out of the equation. Farsa with that feathered airstrike, hitting these long range targets for the joy to go in and just do his thing. They played the strengths of the heroes really well, and yeah, they definitely deserved that comeback. But in the meantime, we are gonna go ahead and get the players for team match 3 into our lobbies. So I'll check you guys in a few minutes. Hello guys, welcome back to the Summer Invitation Swiss group stage, and we're gonna have the final game of tonight. It's gonna be Athlegame Esports versus Dominator. So, I mean, Athlegame Esports we watched yesterday, right? They had a really good performance. I think it was that third game. So let's just see if they'll be able to uh, do the same thing tonight. And they start off with that Gacha pick. Um, the bans for both teams is going to be Lancelot YSS. Okay, so already Dominator, they don't really want to see those junglers being picked up. And then for Athlegame Esports is gonna be that Glue and Wan, Sanji, Lemon. They pick up the Farsa and the Roger, right? So they seem to be going like this high damage composition. Okay. Let's just see what else they pick in their composition going forward. But Jojo Lion's gonna pick the Zeshan, and then Love Train with the Carmilla. Okay. So what could they pick? They could possibly pick an EXP laner. So I think a Hylos would be good. The reason for that is because the Gatot Kacha is going to go EXP lane, right? And a counter for Gatot Kacha would be the Hylos, but now they're going to go pick up the Roma, which is the Minotaur. And now for both teams is basically the Marksman. Okay, the Marksman and Jungler missing from Athlegame Esports, and Dominator, they go ahead and ban out the Brody. Guys, this is like the third Brody ban I'm seeing today, I'm pretty sure. What's going on? Is Brody a legitimate pick nowadays, or what's happening? Well, I don't know. But Intl gonna be banned out by Athlegame Esports. Makes sense. Really difficult to catch this hero with the heroes that are currently there on the side of Athlegame Esports. But now Kozen is looking for this Granger pick. I mean, Intl is banned, so why not? I mean, that's a free Granger game, no? So they're gonna go ahead and lock it in. But in terms of marksman, what could they go? A marksman and jungler. So of course they're gonna need a damage jungler. Okay, Clint's gonna come through by an LTZ, and now we're looking for jungle. Is it gonna be a Ling here tonight? Okay, there we go. Ling gets picked up. And okay, XP laner. I'm not sure. I'm not. I mean, Fuffy is a very strong EXP laner in general, but I'm not sure. I mean, we're just gonna have to see how it plays out, right? Which draft do you guys prefer? Let me know in the comment section there. But for the time being, I'm really liking. It's a hard choice actually. I do like the Granger pick, I'll tell you that much. The Roger pick, again, with the snowball, can do wonders. The Farsa pick as well, alright. It's just going to be down onto execution once again. We saw winning drafts lose in the previous games, even yesterday. So yeah, let's just see how it goes. Okay, everything's set up here. Okay. To be honest, this Farsa. Okay, I like here the Farsa. I'm pretty sure she used the morph to just get rid of the Zeshian's passive, and she won't have that for like what, 2 minutes? Yeah, 2 minutes. So it's good for the Roger to be able to just jump on her before the turtle. Alright, once he gets that level 3, level 4, he's going to try and look for the Zeshian if they're able to do some poke damage on her. But Lemon, he's already half HP, so he can't do much more. Just trying to clear his lanes, get some economy. I'm not sure if he'll be able to... Yeah, he'll be able to make it in time. Love Train. Gonna just get some vision onto Kozen. And let's have a look here. Okay. Both teams, they're not pulling off any crazy moves just yet. Okay, Lemon gets stunned up. A little bit of damage there, but he'll be fine. Oh, let's have a look here. Ling already is level 4. Sanji, so Sanji is was in a difficult spot there, but he decides to just back off as both teams make their way towards the turtle. In the top lane, Ling's still there. Okay, gold grab goes over to Kozen. Okay, Sanji gonna get stunned up here. Manages to back off, but Gatot is already with his level 4. He's right there. Love Train is in. Alright, they don't seem to be going for this turtle. Sanji trying to make his way, but the Gatot is zoning him quite well. Love me not gonna come through. Oh, first blood in the bottom, in the top lane. Fury of the Phoenix gonna come through. Tempest of Blaze, but the Roger, he does get the turtle. Love me not in the back line. Alright, he just zones off the damage dealers off Athlegame Esports. Feather Airstrike gonna come through, as well as the Minoan Fury with the flicker. Jojo Lion is gonna get taken out as Dominator. They just invading the jungle. Alright, this is the worst case scenario for the Ling when his jungle gets invaded. And honestly, with the Roger pick, Dominator is doing what they need to do. They're trying to snowball as hard as they possibly can. But they're not gonna do anything too crazy right now. They did use like a lot of abilities. You know, the flickers, the Minoan Fury, everything. The Feather Airstrike is available right now. Love Train is looking for a stun, but he needs to be careful. Jojo Lion spots out the members of Dominator, and they just do a little bit of a reset right now. Oh, mid lane, Flicker gonna be committed by Lemon, and in top lane Kozen, he gets taken down quite low by Nalteezy, but Troubling Rain is there to heal him up. Okay, Love Train in a lot of danger. Minoan Fury gonna come through. Okay, he gets taken out. He gets taken out for free. Alright, Dominator, they're playing really well right now, actually, into this. Might be looking onto a gang onto Nalteezy. Alright, Sanji gonna go. A little bit of hesitation from the teams. Okay. Okay, Fury of the Phoenix gonna... Yo, that was such... Okay. Love Train uses the Curse of Blood. Alright, 3 members connected, but on... Oh, Avatar of Guardian gonna come through. Yo! Tempest Blades as well. Sanji makes an escape, but Lemon not gonna be able to. Love Me Not in the back line. Teasy gets taken out, but Love Me Not as well. Gonna pay for that with his life. And now that's a 2 for 3 trade. And the advantage going over to... I mean, it's still actually going over to Dominator. Jojo Lions has to flick out at the last second. Sanji is looking for a kill. Will he be able... okay. Okay. Sanji, will he be able to make an escape here? Okay. Runs back to his team safely. Love Rain. Got a Troubling Rain, I mean. Minoan Fury as well as the Feathered Airstrike. Zan can't rest. He gets taken out instantly just after he comes back too. Yeah. Okay, nice counter engage coming in from Dominator. They really followed up onto this Roger. Okay, but now I want to see some turrets start going down. Okay, the Minotaur just gonna zone out an LTZ. LTZ probably gonna get taken out here. Okay, no, Love Train is here to save the day. Fury of the Phoenix as well, just to help aid that disengage. And there was a flicker just used there, I think by Lemon. Yeah, probably just an accident. But yeah, it's looking really bad. Okay, let's have a look at the items real quick. Skype is already locked in for this Granger, so he's gonna be doing a lot of damage. The Fausta as well gets the glowing wand. Looking to get a magic wand right now. So yeah. What else? Roger. Okay, Roger is not looking for Sky Piercer, so they seem to be Minoan Fury as well as the what do you call it? Oh my god, what is going on here? I don't even know. Everything is happening. Yo. What happened? That's all I want to know. What happened? I know there was a Minoan Fury, there was a Feather Airstrike. How? I need to watch it again. I wish I had instant replay right now. That team fight was so chaotic, my game started lagging, bro. But I mean that was a comeback. I mean that was good for the side of Athlegame Esports. They do get a turret. Ling, he gets some kills. So they bring that gold difference down to just what 1,500 gold, which is not bad at all. And they get some kills. I mean, Sky Piercer goes down for this Granger, but this turtle gonna go over to the side of Dominator, Feather Airstrike as well as the Minoan Fury, but the Avatar of Guardian as well as Tempest Blades on the back. So Lemon, he gets taken out, and now Gatot he uses Revitalize, so he's trying to sustain 4 members, but he's not going to be able to survive for that long. Skypiercer gonna claim his life by this Granger, and Carmilla, I mean, she didn't have the Curse of Blood anymore, so no point in her staying there, and she was just gonna die. And now Ling, he's gonna get his blue buff invaded, but he is gonna try for this top lane turrets. I think Granger will make it in time. Okay, so Dominator, they being really aggressive when they're going into these team fights, and I mean they're winning most of them as long as they don't make those small mistakes. They are, well, they seem to be coming out on top from these aggressive plays. So, and now Minotaur, he does have access to the Minoan Fury, he does have access to a Flicker. The same thing with the Feather Airstrike by this Farsa. And then it's just this Phobius as well, just having access to that Flicker, so he can do this Flicker second skill set. Really nice, catches enemies off guard all the time. Not all the time, but you know, enough times. Alright, for the time being, Roger just defending the lanes while Granger is looking for a push. Dominator, they situated here. I don't think Zan wants to go for a fight. Uses the red tree, goes in. Okay, Feather Airstrike gonna come through. Jojo Lions uses the Fury of the Phoenix to cancel out the first alt. Avatar of Guardian gonna go through. Doesn't hit its Marcus of Blood. Doesn't connect anybody, but LTZ, he gets taken out by the Granger, and now Gatot as well. Love Train in a lot of danger. Is he gonna get taken out? Uses the Vengeance, but he falls as well. So that's a 3-for-0 trade, as well as Lord gets him taken by Sanji. So Dominator, they have the winning hand here. Lord gonna spawn in right away. Blue buff gonna get taken away again by Dominator. This Ling is starved, guys. Let's have a look at the items real quick again. So magic wand built by Faza, that's using for damage. Malefic Roll for Granger. Gonna get Sea Halberd, I'm assuming he's building right now. Okay, I mean, yeah, these guys are just focusing on that damage, eh? Alright, Lord. Gonna appear in the top side. But these lanes are not exactly synced, but they do start getting these mid lane turrets. I mean, it's still a little bit early. They do have access to these turret passives. So it could be that Dominator is gonna try and look for this second Lord to just seal the deal on this game against Athlegame Esports. Damn, the goal difference being 7,000 is crazy. Love Train is taking quite a lot of damage. You're not gonna get taken out, luckily. But Dominator, they just having full access to this Link's jungle. They give the blue buff over to Farsa. His Zen can't retreat, he's just trying to go for whatever he can at this point. Okay. Ling. He might get caught out here. Let's have a look at what happens. Oi. Oi. Okay. He successfully manages to make it out. But the Lord is gonna spawn in 15 seconds. Yo, this turret gets destroyed. Okay, cool. Now the problem is Athlegame Esports going to contest this Lord? I mean, Ling is going bottom lane, so I don't think they are. But the thing is, if Dominator gets this Lord, this could be potentially the end of the game, and they are gonna get it. And Ling gonna try and get this turret. Just I mean, it's not a good trade, but it's a trade nonetheless. Okay, so if Athlegame Esports manage to defend this Lord, then they have a good chance of getting the next one. Well, a decent chance. They can make something happen. Okay, Dominators, they're gonna try and sink the waves as best as they can. Not touching this mid lane minions just yet, and now the minions are crashing down on all sides. Yo, Minion Fury gonna come to feather the airstrike onto an LTZ, and Fury of the Phoenix, Curse of Blood gonna connect to Troubling Rain, gets taken out. Alright. Oh, Kozan, he's in a lot of danger. Ling gets the kill on him. Sanji manages to waste the Hesitation passive. Tempest Blaze is gonna come through, but Zan can't retry. He gets taken out. Feather Airstrike just doing so much of damage onto Jojo Lions, onto Zan can't retry, and they're just not able to deal. The Dominators are so fed right now. Okay. Yeah, I mean, just a really good performance from Dominators in this match. They were really aggressive, and guys, if there's anything you need to know about me, is I like aggressive gameplays. I really like aggressive gameplays. You just try and get as much as you can from every single team fight, just using your full potential of the heroes that you have, right, to just bulldoze through the enemy's draft. And that's what happened here. Well played to Dominators, but that'll be the final match of tonight. And yeah, thank you guys for joining me, and